Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. We're here each and every day as we explore our journey together. And today I want to talk about the idea of how do we create again? How do we begin to create a life that is so magnificent? And here's a key. We have to reboot. Just like a computer, we've got to learn to reboot ourselves. And when we reboot ourselves, we reset the energy, we reset the vibration that we want to live with. It's really clear that when you look at the young species, you notice how I said the young species, meaning my granddaughter Claire, it's as they move in and out of moods, your job as a guardian, as a light bearer, light shower, is to teach them how to reboot. It was real interesting. Yesterday, one of the things that I did was Claire was having one of those moments. She didn't get a nap yesterday, so she got a little bit moody. And I just simply said, stop. And I asked her to put her hand on her belly. And I said, now take a deep breath in, feel your belly move up and move down. I did that a few times. And it just settled the energy. And I think that's really key, is that we learn whatever technique that works for us to reboot ourselves so that we become the masters of our life and we don't let our emotions, we don't let our ego, we don't let our body's desires control us, because that's what's happening. We're allowing the body to control us, the mind to control us, instead of letting our soul, our observer, that part of us control us. And so I fully think the more we can do that, the better off we are. And then when we have that pause, when we create that pause, then you've got to sort of say, okay, now that I've created the pause, who do I want to be? What is the quality that I want to bring out in me that will allow me to have the experience I want? I want to be a loving and accepting grandfather that is also an example and also a teacher to my granddaughter, to teach her how to reboot, to teach her how to master her emotions. She's 4. She doesn't have much of a clue. So the best thing you can do is you can guide. Now, before you can do it with anyone else, you've got to learn to restart your own life. That's right. So no matter where you are in your life right now, whether it's with health, whether it's in relationships, whether it's financial, whether it's in career, whether it's your spiritual connection, it doesn't matter where. But wherever you are, you have the ability to shift and change. That's right. You're not predestined. There is no kismet, meaning your fate is secured, that it's going to be this way. No. The truth of the matter is that in every moment you have freedom to choose. And when we have freedom to choose, that's our power. Do you get it? That's our power. And one of the things that I've learned is that as we restart our life, I'm noticing that there's so much division, so much judgment, that in certain areas of my life, I'm going to keep it pure. I'm not going to allow in those that are not a vibrational match. I choose to do that. The other day, I chose to unfriend someone. Why? Not a vibrational match. Never going to be a vibrational match, at least not in any time in the near future. I didn't need that energy in my life. And you're saying, well, you can't do that. You're a minister. Yes, I can. Because here's something you understand as you become more spiritually aware, is that you are the main character in your life. And the next person, the person next to you, they are the main character in your life. Everyone else in my life is what? Everyone else in my life is a secondary character. Just like in your life, everyone else in your life is a secondary character. And you get to choose who those characters are. You get to choose how you interact with them. You get to make that decision. No one else makes that decision but you. But most of the time, we give away our power. We give away our power because we're allowing others to dictate what we're going to do. And I refuse to allow that to happen. I refuse to allow that to happen. And I know you're hearing that background noise. That's because the dog came in, opened the door, and my granddaughter's having a moment. Hey, Claire, come here. Want to be on TV? Come here. Let's be on TV. We'll see if she comes. We'll see if we can reboot her right now. We can make an example of her. I don't know. Who knows what she's going to do? She had a difficult Claire night. So she has to learn to deal with it, but we're going to comfort her. We're going to love her. We're going to share with her. And it's real interesting that when that crying and stuff happened out there, the dog came in here. So why did the dog come in here? Energy's right. Energy's calm. You find that the dog likes the calm energy, or it likes the playful energy. It doesn't like being energy that it's not a vibrational match to. Isn't that a fascinating thing, how animals intuitively know where to put their energy, where to be with their energy? Yeah. We have an innate nature, an intuition, and a heart center that can guide us if we listen. But so much of the time, we just don't listen because our eyes are blinded by the past. We have been so domesticated that we don't even realize we're doing habits that we have that are no longer serving us. Most of our life is run by our habits because we're not conscious. We're not that aware. As much as we like to think we're that aware, we're really not. We're not conscious much of the time. But if we can build habits of thinking, habits of responding, habits of acting, now we become masters of the creative process. And every time we start to build a new habit, we restart our life. We reboot our life. And you see, the key thing about rebooting is meditation. Number one practice I recommend in any way. Doesn't matter if you're religious or not religious. Doesn't matter if you're spiritual focus or not spiritual focus. Meditation works for everyone. Everyone. That's why every morning at 7 a.m., an hour before we do this talk, I have a guided meditation and I have people join me on Zoom. And I want you to know that all of you are welcome to join me. All you got to do is go to agapespiritualcenter.com. Click on the calendar and you'll find the Zoom link every morning. The other thing is I don't share with you, but if you're looking for affirmations, all you got to do is go to agapespiritualcenter.com, sign up for the newsletter, and you will get the 25 best affirmations that I've discovered up to this time. Free. Nothing else. You'll get a newsletter. And you'll get to know what's going on at Agape. So I see a lot of good mornings. I see a lot of beautiful days. I don't see any questions. So you're not giving me much to talk about other than what was on my mind. And I love talking about what's going on in your life. Right now, people are having a hard time interacting with other people. And that case is because they feel so divided. They don't feel connected. The way we change that is with ourselves. We find our connection and we see that everyone is having their perfect experience. Remember, you are responsible for rebooting your life. No one else can do it. It's a matter of making a decision and committing to that decision. And then you become the master of the one thing you can control, how you experience life. With that, everyone, make this the best day ever and know that you are loved. Until next time, aloha.